my God! Here we go. Hi, I'm Dan, and welcome back.
I know that shirt's gonna be a problem.
Why? Oh, because the. Is it that bad? You can't see the. Piss. Okay. First time I've worn the shirt. Thought I was gonna do something cute here because it's kind of like, you know, emo shirt. But then there's something about the lace that's just like a little bit gay, but it's not like so gay that it's gonna turn off like the lost straight people that accidentally click on the video because the title looks interesting. I'm just taking it off, right? Fine. Lightning fast, keep running. Does that work? Hi, I'm Dan and I'm contributing to the extinction of the human race because I don't want kids. Saying such a heinous thing in the past would have you branded as an outcast in society where you're either surely a weirdo that's probably going to be arrested for being a serial killer or a witch and it is time to repeatedly dunk you in a river for some reason. Well, times have changed. I'm actually just a little depressed with the state of the world and not sure if I want to keep adding to it. Even now, saying such a dramatic thing, I don't know if I want kids, gets you hit with the but you will love them and they will love you and who will look after you when you need help to poo? All valid, but it's what we're built to do. It's literally what the penis is for. Trust me, I am doing everything with it but what God wants. For real. I am at that stage in life where I guess I'm an adult and all of my school friends have just started plopping out kids, which, let's be clear, they were all lockdown babies. They were all accidents. Yeah, relationships only went two ways in lockdown. Either they realize that usually they spend so little time together other than bonking that they don't actually know each other, they have nothing in common and now they're trapped in the house with a sentient sex toy that they actually hate and split up. Or they are welcoming beautiful baby Daenerys or Lil Nas X or Asger for fucking JPEG, whatever Grimes said, into the world. Aw, they're cute. Definitely planned. I find myself looking around like, oh God, people aren't actually expecting me to do this. Intentionally, are they? There is no more fucked up phrase in this world than settle down. Oh, in the 50s, you're expected to just marry someone from high school immediately, shit out octoplets and just skip straight to day drinking and being resentful. Bam, that is life right there, and now you are just procrastinating until you get put in a home. What is the rush, huh? I don't need octoplets to day drink. I just need to look at Twitter for 5 minutes and lose my will to live. Why is it settling? Why must we settle? Can't we keep rustling, nervously twitching or irritatingly tapping our legs through life? And why is it down? Jesus, if it was called settling up, it might be aspirational. Going to heaven is settling up. Settling down just sounds like euthanasia. It's like the backup option when we realize that life is ultimately boring and unfulfilling. Like, oh, shit, I ran out of TV to watch. Oh, I know. Let's create a whole fucking life that didn't ask to be here. Oh, your marriage needs saving. Child will fix it. Yeah, that's right. How's that 50% divorce rate working out for you? Right, okay, first up, I like having a selfish life. There, I said it. I've already wasted too much time in my life so far studying things that I thought I should, aspiring for careers that I thought I should, and not doing things with my penis because they aren't God approved, and I am still making up for lost time. I struggle to get a base amount of Mario Kart into my schedule to maintain my fragile mental health, so no, I do not want to maintain a whole ass life. I still very much feel like I am working out who I am, what the hell life is about, and how I even feel about this place, so the idea of something else becoming my priority does not seem appealing. When I speak to friends that just had babies, I hit them with the, oh, these are nice, yeah. Do you love them? I bet you feel like they love you. How much sleep are you getting? And they just crane their crusty necks towards me as a fountain of blood erupts from their eyeballs. A child would take my time, drain my resources, stop me from being spontaneous. Which, you know, is just one of those things that I like having the option to do, even if in reality I only leave the house for work and I'm more likely to just be sat in my underwear, eating yogurt, watching videos of dumbass golden retrievers running into incredibly clean glass doors.
It's the final brain cell.
But I could be spontaneous, all right? It is knowing that I have the power and possibility that keeps me feeling free. I've got 20 houseplants, and those needy fuckers stress me out enough as it is. I only have to water them once a week. If I have to feed something multiple times a day and clean it and entertain it, oh man, I mean, don't get me wrong, having plants and pets is good for your mental health.
Getting houseplants to support your mental health is the gay version of having a baby to try and save a marriage.
It is good to have small tasks, a routine, feel invested in something's growth and feel rewarded by the joy that it gives you, but you don't have to entertain a cactus. If I was trapped in a lift with a cactus or a golden retriever, no problem. If a child looks at you and says, I'm bored, holy f***, that terrifies me. I just moved into a new place that finally looks tasteful, and now what, I'd have to childproof it? I'm already a ditzy bitch with giraffe legs constantly walking into the corners of furniture. My genetic child stands no chance. Also, children's toys are inherently colourful, and that clashes immensely with my depressed lesbian lumberjack core aesthetic I'm going for here. We could just end the video there, to be honest, that's all that matters. The responsibility is incomprehensible. My whole shtick is built entirely around how I was clearly set up for failure in life, and I'm still just trying to style it out. I do not want to f that up for baby Daenerys. So many books about child psychology are like, hey, yeah, the first time you ever touch your child, if your hands are too cold, trauma. Just like that. It's a bisexual. There you go. First time you scold them, oh, you've got to say the exact right thing, or when they're 20, they'll realize they have a horrible sexual kink. Even stupid shit. My dad used to always pronounce wafer as wafer because of the wafer thin mint in Monty Python.
Finally, monsieur, a wafer thin mint.
And I grew up my whole life thinking it was actually called wafer. I love blaming all of my flaws on nature and nurture, and I will not let anyone do that to me. Imagine if I pass on generational trauma, and in 25 years, my annoying Generation B2 child is streaming in the metaverse as the avatar of a stomach-inflated Pikachu talking about how me eating yogurt in my underwear every night is the traumatizing reason why they are the figurehead of a transhumanist revolution, downloading themselves into 10G-enabled internet smart toilets. No! I will not! There's also the environmental argument that the most efficient thing that we could do to save the world is to simply all fucking die. Just die. And let the squirrels rip off my nuts and try to survive the nuclear winter we left behind. A whole other life of resource consumption that may beget further life ad infinitum. I feel stressed about remembering to recycle the lids of those yogurts. I'm not gonna make another me. Dear God, the world doesn't need that. And that's if there's a world left, because I will be honest, we're at a bit of a crossroads in society right now where we're either gonna live in one of those cool Star Trek post-scarcity green utopias of love and peace when we sort this shit out, or a full climate apocalypse, unironic YA dystopia without the sexual tension and cool outfits. Forgive me for waiting to see what happens first with Brexit or the US Supreme Court or China, Russia, social media just melting our f***ing brains before I jizz in a Petri dish because I'm bored. Also, I'm gay. Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that way sooner if you didn't pick it up from the lacy shirt. Now, if I accidentally got someone pregnant, that'd be pretty interesting. For science. I mean, yeah, I could adopt, I could have a cool science baby, or just enter a strange platonic lesbian mutual relationship family commune type deal. So no, I do not really feel the need to settle down and create life, but on some level, I still feel bad about it, because I guess we have all been conditioned by our culture to imagine our future in homes full of little laughter. And of course, hey, the laughter would be nice. I'm sure unconditional love does make you happy, even if I'm scared of the responsibility of shaping someone. Maybe that fear means that I would do a good job. Could I actually make a happy person? Now, for some reason, people always say, Dan, I think you'd be a great dad, which makes me think, you know, with all of this memeing, really? Are you sure that you've consumed all of my content? Look forward to the video with Louise coming very soon. If I need to pep up, I'll just have a bit of Louise's placenta and then I'll be like, oh.
Eat my organs.
Is that cannibalism?
Is it?
Is it?
Little bit.
On some level, I do think that I'd be the best fucking dad in the world, because do you know what I'd do? I would just actually love my child and let them be whoever they want to. I would just be there for them, make sure they feel comfortable, telling me anything, and I'd be their friend. I think it'd be fun to see a curious mind try to work out how the world works, and seeing someone take it in with a pair of fresh eyes might give me a totally different perspective on life. I'm so against this idea that we are meant to do something, and yet our mental health, biological imperative, and evolutionary psychological makeup is what it is. So give me a bonk and send me to jail, for I know I am horny for a reason. Of course, if my child turned around one day and said, "Daddy Daniel, I want to be an influencer," mercy killing, straight away. Let's go for another one, round two, we fucked it up. My most paranoid fear is that the people choosing not to have kids are probably the people that should be raising the next generation. If we think that younger generations might fix all of this terrible shit, that's because the people had kids that had kids that had kids that had kids. What if in 100 years, all that's left are the generations raised by people doing things for the wrong reason, and they happily vote for their own annihilation? Now, choosing to create life so that on some level they can literally save the world is a bit intense sounding, but that is where we're at. Let's be honest, it also sounds really fucking cool. Yeah, you can give them a little edgy YA dystopia baby grow. So hey, we'll see. How long do people even live for now? I mean, we keep measuring our expectations for life based on our grandparents' life expectancy, but they were smoking since they were 2, married at 20, and just holding on for dear life until now. Are we gonna be like 110 with half cyborg bodies? We'll just have little drone sperms and drone eggs, and we get to piss around being selfish and gay for 60 years, and maybe then it's perfectly okay to create life to shake things up, because maybe we'll actually know what we're doing, or just want to pump out some soldiers for the culture war. Tell me how you feel, huh? Am I denying myself love and joy, or should I somehow be more afraid than I already am? Who knows? If this video gets 100,000 likes, I will film myself giving birth. So subscribe and smash that fucking like to... Yeah. Thanks for watching Dystopia Daily with Daddy Daniel.